Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you so much for joining us, and we really appreciate you tuning us in. And here we are in really the heat of the summer here. And
Literally in the heat of the summer, although we're so lucky. We are so much cooler here than off Cape has been.
you are absolutely right. We were actually driving the other day off Cape, and I looked at the thermometer. We were in Milton, actually. And the thermometer in the car showed 100 degrees. So, we're not anywhere near that, so we are very lucky here on Cape Cod. The only thing is we are very dry. We have not had any rain at all here in
Yes.
July to speak of, and that is sort of a warning for all of us. If we are doing what is very popular now are outdoor fires and fire pits. You really need to be very careful with those because things are very, very dry. And just be aware, there have been some horrible accidents with fire pits in the last several weeks. And
Especially if it's windy, because sometimes those sparks can fly far.
that's right. That's very, very true. And just be careful if you are doing an outdoor fire. Make sure, first of all, you have a permit. And, if you do have a fire pit, just be cautious in the way that you use it. So that's my soapbox for this week.
I was just going to
I won't
say,
talk about the bike path.
are we
Although, oh no,
segueing into the bike path or
well,
no?
yeah, because I have to say something positive. The other
Yes,
day,
yes, I was with you.
right, we actually we got to one of the dangerous intersections on the bike path, and there were two riders who stopped, got off their bike, walked it across the bike path, and continued to ride, which is exactly the way you're supposed to do it.
The one and only time we've seen it, or I've seen it, all summer.
You're right.
And here we are. In the
We
middle of
almost rolled
July.
down the window and said
I
congratulations.
started doing, but they had gone.
But they had gone by then. But it's very, very true. So just be careful out there, folks. We just want everybody to have a great summer here on Cape Cod. And one of the things that is great about Cape Cod is our Brooks Free Library. And
Absolutely.
for the kids at the library, there are so many things going on. And we're going to sort of bring you up to date now with Ann Carpenter, as she's going to tell us. She's the Youth Services Librarian there. So let's take a look at what's going on at the Brooks Free Library for the kids.
Hello, I'm Ann Carpenter, the Youth Services Librarian at the Brooks Free Library, here to talk about some of the great programs we have going on this week, July 12th to July 18th. Starting on Thursday, July 12th at 2:30, we've got the Animal World Experience coming in. This is a great program. They bring in actual live animals, which is always a huge draw, to come in, talk about the animals, and let us learn some different things about the different exotic animals. That's going to be at 2:30. We'll start handing out the free tickets at 2 o'clock on a first-come, first-served basis. If you have a hard time parking behind the library, you can also park across the street at Brooks Park or the Town Hall. On Friday, July 13th, we have our regular story time program at 10:30, which is great for young children. We'll read stories and sing songs. And then in the afternoon, we have a bonus program, two programs on the same day, the Friday Craft. So our Friday Craft this week on the 13th at 2:30 is going to be jellyfish sun catchers. So we're going to take contact paper and tissue paper and make a really beautiful jellyfish to hang in the window. The light streams through and they're quite pretty. Then on the Saturday, the 14th, also at 2:30, we're going to have our ladybug release. We've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it is a lot of fun. We make a little ladybug-based craft. We'll talk about ladybugs for a few minutes so that we can learn some different things about this fascinating insect. And then the best part, as far as I'm concerned, we bring out several thousand, and yes, I said that right, thousands of ladybugs, and release them off into the wild because they are a beneficial insect that will help with the gardens. But in the meantime, it means that all of the kids and the adults too, because like I said, thousands can have a handful of ladybugs to let them sort of crawl ticklishly all over your arms. Some people are like, I'm staying away from the library that day, but other people will be like, yes, that's going to be great. And it always is a lot of fun. Coming up next week, on Monday, July 16th, we have our Teen Craft. For those who are 13 and older, we have some more sophisticated crafts going on, and we're going to be doing CD Mania, so making lots of different crafts with those old used CDs. Like, I'm sure our houses are filled with those old, the CDs that we used to have them for the computer, and now they're just lying around. What can we do to upcycle them and make them a little more exciting? And that's at 2:30. Then on Wednesday, July 18th at 2:30, we're going to be building boats. So it's an engineering challenge open for all ages. It's going to have a number of different challenge levels, so that way everyone, even from young children all the way up to much older children, middle school, high school students, will be able to have a challenge that's appropriate to their level of skill and technique and expertise. Give them a whole bunch of different materials. They have to build a boat that will hold a different materials, so pennies or clips, or depending on the level of the challenge. That way it'll self-scale. Everyone will be successful, but everyone will also be challenged. In addition to all of these fun extra programs, we also have going on all summer long our summer reading program. You can sign up for the summer reading program at our website at www.brooksfreelibrary.org, or you can come into the library to sign up. And the way that works is every time a student reads or is read to for 2.5 hours, which works out to about 15 minutes a day for a week, they can have a free book and a small prize as well. And we're making buttons this year, so buttons and magnets are a big draw. And as always, you can call the library for more information about our programs at 508-430-7562 extension 2, or visit our website for a complete listing of all of our events. Thank you.
Well, it's great having an update from Ann. She always does such a great job, and
Please take advantage of all of the things that are offered at that library, especially for visiting grandchildren or your own children or what have you. Because when our family was here visiting from California the past couple of weeks, our son took his 7-year-old twins, who had just turned 7, to the story time, and they were enthralled. And it was nice to have a break from, you know, the usual things you do when you're on Cape Cod.
yeah, they really enjoyed it,
Yes.
and rightly so, because they do such a great job at
They
story
do.
time and all the other
Yes.
activities there at the
They
library.
engage the children. They don't just read to them. They engage them and have them do activities and so forth with the story, and it's great.
It really is, and so you know, definitely take advantage, because they do just a great job there. Something very important here during the summer here on Cape Cod, of course, unfortunately there are accidents, and there is really an urgent call for blood here on Cape Cod. So there is going to be a Harwich Community Blood Drive at the community room right here on Oak Street on Thursday, July 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This, of course, is sponsored by the American Red Cross. And, you know, the blood that's given here usually does stay right here, so on the Cape. And you can streamline your donation and save up to 15 minutes by visiting redcrossblood.org/rapid-pass to complete your pre-donation reading and health history questions on the day of your appointment. So schedule your blood donation today. You know, it really you could save a life, and it's really very, very easy to do. And again, that's going to be happening here, 100 Oak Street, right here in the community room here in the community center, Thursday, July 19th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Very, very important.
Yes, it is, Jack, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year.
This time, yes, absolutely. What do you have there?
Well, as we all know, there's all kinds of services offered here on the Cape for all ages. And a new group has come along called the Harwich Children's Fund and Friends of Harwich Youth. It's very important because this particular organization is going to pick up where others leave off, and it's going to help children with money for field trips that they might not be able to afford, and backpacks filled with the things that they need that they might not be able to afford. So anyway, to afford to do this, they have to hold fundraisers, and they have decided to hold Harwich and Chatham Summer Youth Dances, which I think is a great idea. It's for incoming 7th and 8th graders. It's open to Harwich and Chatham residents. Summer residents in both towns are welcome, which is very nice to hear. And there are going to be 4 more dances left on Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. They're held right here at the Harwich Community Center. So July 20th and 27th and August 3rd and 10th are the 4 dates that are left that they're going to be holding these dances. They're only $5 admission, and it's a 2-hour dance. And as I mentioned, all the proceeds are going to benefit this new group, the Harwich Children's Fund and Friends of Harwich Youth. And if you need any more information on it, you can call Harwich Recreation at 508-430-7552 or call or email Sheila House at 508-430-7836. And I would advise you do that because if I give you the website, I don't know if you get all the dots and dashes. So just call 508-430-7836.
Very good.
Yes, very needed, and I'm glad that they're doing that.
And there's lots of music going on, I think. Is there not?
Speaking of dances
Speaking
and
of
music,
dances and
yes,
music, right?
Yes, absolutely. As we've mentioned before on the show, the TD Bank has been sponsoring 2018 Summer Concert Series, and there are 3 concert dates left. They're going to be held in Brooks Park. Actually, it's 2 for Harwich. I'm sorry, I misread this. July 16th, the Catbirds are going to be performing, and July 23rd, the Brian Sanses Band is going to be performing, and both of those concerts will be held on Mondays at Brooks Park in Harwich. It's free, and the time is 6 to 7:30. It's family friendly. It's open to the public, so just bring your chair and go and enjoy.
And they bring in just tremendous
Yes,
talent.
they do.
All of those
I recognize
concerts.
a lot of the groups.
Yeah, the talent is
groups.
fantastic. What a great way to spend a Monday evening. So there's only a couple left here in Harwich,
Absolutely.
so you know, get out there and enjoy.
And if you have energetic preschoolers like we did visiting you, it's a great place for them to run around and get that energy out.
This is
instead
true.
of in your house.
Very
I have
true.
to say.
Thank you, Eileen.
You're welcome.
And, you know, going along, we had talked about, you know, Ann Carpenter brought us up to date at the Youth Services, what's going on with kids at the library. Well, there's a lot going on at the library, and Emily Myland and Emily Carter are going to bring us up to date as to what is going on globally at the Brooks Free Library. So let's take a look and see and get our Brooks Free Library update right now.
Hello, Harwich. I'm Emily Mylan. I'm the Assistant Director at Brooks Free Library, and I'm here today with my colleague, Emily Carda. We wanted to come and show you some of the new things that we have at the library for this summer. We're really excited to roll out some new collections. The first collection that we wanted to show you would be our binge boxes. Binge boxes are curated kits with approximately 5 to 6 DVDs in each kit. So this one that I brought with me is a DreamWorks binge box, and it has the DVDs for Flushed Away, Shark Tale, Madagascar, Shrek, all 4 movies, Spirit, and The Road to El Dorado. So those are all DVDs that were produced by the DreamWorks studio. I also brought another one that we think will be quite popular. This is our Marvel Phase 1. So this has the Phase 1 of the Marvel comic series, and it includes Avengers, Captain America, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, Iron Man 2, and Thor. We also have princess binge boxes, we have soldiers on the screen, we have westerns and beach movies, and we have a collection of Nicholas Sparks books that were made into movies. So if you come and browse our DVD collection, you'll find these binge boxes along the top of the shelves, and you can check them out for 2 weeks. It's a great way if you're in a hurry to just grab a collection of things to take home with you. So we hope that you enjoy those. Emily has another new collection she wants to show you.
Right, so on top of the binge boxes, which I love, by the way, I think the Pixar binge box went out within about 5 minutes of being on the shelf. So
One of
these
my
are
personal favorites.
These are great. These are fantastic. But in addition, if you are at the library and you just really want to grab and go, bring something to the beach that's easy to read, we have these things called beach bags. There are 6 of these. They are all very brightly colored. You can find them on the new nonfiction shelf down near circulation. And what they are is they are a little mesh bag, so they're not going to track sand into your car. But they have popular books in them, things that were bestsellers, things by really favorite authors. So there's a lot of John Grisham, James Patterson. This book just happens to have Go Set a Watchman and Twilight. These books come from our friend's bookstore. They're things that they can't accept. Either their shelves are too full at the time, or it just doesn't quite meet that criteria that they need for donations. But these are a great thing to grab and go. They have a map of local Harwich beaches. Let's see if I can drag it out. So it kind of tells you what parking is available, if there are bathrooms available. That's always a useful thing to know. And then it also lets you know about dump stickers and beach stickers, where to get them, how much they cost, depending on if you're a resident or if you're out of state. In addition to the beach bags, we also have our summer outdoor collection. Some of you are probably familiar with this. It comes out every June, end of June, July, and it has a whole bunch of things in it. It's got bocce, croquet. You can find this folder up on the same section where you're going to find these beach bags and new nonfiction, along with all the kits out there for the summer outdoor collection. But what you can do is you check out one of these kits, you bring it home, have some fun time with a lawn game, and then return it when you're done using it straight to us at the circulation desk. They go up for 2 weeks or 1 week.
For 1 week, but you can renew it if you need to.
Oh, yep, 1 week.
Yep, and so I know that for a fact right now, the ladder toss game is out because we checked
Oh,
that
great.
out yesterday to a woman who was having a family party this weekend, and she wanted to have some games on hand for that. So they're great for a family party or to take to the beach if you're interested, and they do check out for 1 week. As Emily said, all of these kits, the beach bags and the summer outdoor collection, along with our baking kits, which are seasonal as well, are all on that half shelf where the new nonfiction lives, just adjacent to the circulation desk. So if you want to stop in and ask someone at the circulation desk, they can put you right around the corner and you can take a look at these. If I'm not mistaken, the beach bags don't have to be checked out, do they?
The beach bag, so the bag itself does have to be checked out, but
Not
if
the
you
individual
wanted to
items.
keep the books with you, and let's say it gets dropped in the water, it gets sand in it, that's completely fine.
We
We
understand if you're
don't.
gonna
We
take it to
completely
the beach.
understand these books are, you know, they're already. Some of them have been very well loved and very well read. So you may want to stick it on your shelf. You may just want to leave it for someone else to pick up at the beach. That's completely okay. You don't need to return the bag as you received it. The only thing we ask we get back is the mesh bag, and if you can, the map and the beach sticker laminate.
Excellent. So those are great to take to the beach. What we find happens with our hardcovers a lot is they come back a little sandy, and the sand gets in between the dust jacket and the plastic cover. So paperbacks are a great solution for the beach, along with e-readers. And if you have a Kindle that works well in the light, you can always download e-books from our Overdrive collection and take those to the beach as well. Nice and light.
Very light.
So one last thing that we wanted to let everyone know that's new at the library is our new website. We're really excited to have rolled this out recently. Emily and our staff put a lot of time and effort into designing this new website. So we really hope you'll take a look at it. You'll find all of the same information there. We still have our event calendar. We have information about our special collections. We have lots of frequently asked questions. So if you have a question, you can take a look at that section to see if you can find a quick answer. And we still link to our catalog, the Clams catalog. So take a look at that new website and let us know what you think about it the next time you're in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's one new thing that Emily added this year, which is an adult summer reading program. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yes, so I'm very excited about this. What it is it's a raffle that goes on. It started, I believe, last week, and it's going to run through August 15th. And it's for anyone who's 16 plus. So what you can do is you can come into the library, and on a very small stand next to the hold shelf and near circulation, you'll see a jar, and then a whole stand filled with flyers and slips that you can take home with you to fill out. What you have to do is read 5 books. Doesn't matter what level it is, doesn't matter if you're reading to a child, if you are reading for pleasure, you can read the encyclopedia and put it on there if you want to. But you fill out 5 titles on a slip, fold up the slip, put it in the jar. Every Saturday around 10 a.m. in the morning, we draw a winner for a small prize, which is a Dairy Queen gift card. And then on August 15th, all of these slips that you've put in are put together, and we pick out a name for a Kindle Fire. I believe it's the Kindle Fire 7. It comes with Alexa. So it's brand new. It's still in its box. And we're very excited to be giving that away this year.
Yeah, we've always had great success with our youth summer reading that we coordinate with the schools on. And so this year we wanted to add something new, and we decided to expand our summer reading to adults as well. We have a staff reading challenge, so staff aren't eligible for this adult summer reading. We do our own thing, which is a little bit different. We have a bingo card where we're all reading in different genres, and we have to read books that fill certain categories, and it goes on for the whole year. So the staff has a reading challenge. So now we want to offer something to the adult residents of Harwich and our users. So we're really excited about this. We'll see. Keep an eye out. August 15th, we'll be drawing for the Kindle. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions about any of the things that we've discussed today, you can give us a call at the library or stop by and see us soon. If you have any issues with parking, which can sometimes be an issue during the summer, you can park across the street at Town Hall or at Brooks Park. Just be careful in those crosswalks. See you soon.
And a busy place it is over there. It really, they do a great job, as
It
we've
truly
said.
is busy. I think I told you when I went over to do some business the other day, I literally had to drive around both parking lots,
Yep.
the one up in the back and the one in front of the library. I had to drive around twice to
Oh,
get
yeah.
a parking
Yeah,
space,
no,
and there was a line behind me.
Very well attended library.
wonderful.
And there's such a helpful staff. I
And
mean,
it speaks to that.
yeah, it really does. And, you know, libraries used to be such stodgy places, but this one is not.
Not this one.
No, definitely not. And it's really great. You have something.
I have two somethings.
You have two somethings,
Yes.
as do I.
All right.
But you go first.
Okay, very good. The Seasons of Quilting Show is coming to a new location this year. This is the 37th annual quilt show put on by the Bayberry Quilt Guild. And it is now at a new location, so please listen up. It's going to be at Barnstable High School, which is at 744 West Main Street in Hyannis, Mass. It's going to be held on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And it's a $10 show pass, which sounds good. Thursday and Friday, it will be running from 9:30 to 4, and Saturday from 9:30 to 3. And again, the dates are August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, from 9:30 to 4 on Thursday and Friday, and then 9:30 to 3 on Saturday. There's going to be an exhibit, as always, of over 300 quilts,
Wow.
a merchant small where you can purchase things, quilt appraisals, which is interesting,
Yeah, that is interesting.
especially here in the Cape. Quilt raffle to benefit local scholarships, handcraft boutique, and daily lectures and demonstrations. So if you're into quilting, this is the place and thing to attend.
Oh, really, and of course, one of our staff here, Joyce,
Yes,
is really
Joyce, yes.
into quilting. And she does such a beautiful job and very active in that guild.
Yes.
And it's really a wonderful thing to attend. It
Yes,
really
it is. We took friends of ours
Yep.
a few years ago now, but oh, it was wonderful just to wander around and see the beautiful things that people can create.
It's amazing the work that goes
and
into
the
them.
time it
Yeah,
must take.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would not have the patience to do that.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Nor would I, actually.
That's
I'm into
amazing.
other things.
Right, absolutely.
Okay, and if you're into cleaning out your closets, which a lot of us are right now, clean out your closets and save the date for Harwich Community Center's annual Community Yard Sale. It's going to be held on Saturday, August 4th from 9 to 1 p.m. It's going to be located in Brooks Park unless it is raining, and then it will be held here in the Community Center gym. And right now, they're looking for people that would like to rent a table, and it could be a community group, a club, an organization, or anyone at all that might like to offer their items for sale. The spaces are available for only $20, and you can call 508-430-7568 for details. So a great way to clean out your closet, have some fun, and meet new friends.
Yeah, that is really a great deal. Given
$20 for
$20 for a table. And
we
it's
could fill two of them.
Yeah, we could, probably more than that. But you know, you can, your junk may be someone else's treasure.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, you did. He was giving me a hint.
Never, I would never do that.
But you're right. One man's junk is another man's treasure.
This is
And
very,
yes.
very true. And I have a lot of junk too, so I
Yes,
can't
you
complain.
do. Yes, you do.
As you know, the Cape Verdean people really have had quite a history and a very, very treasured history here on Cape Cod and in Harwich as well. And the second annual Harwich Cape Verdean Festival is going to be taking place coming right up on Saturday, July 14th. So it's right around the corner here. If you're watching this show, it's this weekend. And the rain date is Sunday, July 15th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right at Brooks Park. And it's on the corner of Main Street, of course, and Oak Street. It's free entry, so it's a free thing to come to. And to do, you come in and you can experience Cape Verdean food, music, art, entertainment, and culture. And it's all authentic. And I remember especially the food. I mean, it's just incredible.
And just all that they have done to help make Harwich the town that it is.
Yeah, really, the personality
It's
and
so
just,
interesting.
really. So bring family and friends to really enjoy from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 14th, this Saturday. Right, and the rain date, of course, on Sunday. But it looks like the weather's going to be good.
Yeah,
so,
it does.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be just a great weekend to do that. So, another thing that's going to be coming up, this is ongoing. The Cran Fest in the Courtyard, as you know, the former middle school has become the cultural center. And in doing so, they have put in just a great thing all summer long called Cran Fest in the Courtyard. This happens on Thursday evenings right at the Cultural Center. They're featuring country, bluegrass, Celtic, folk, world-class music, and it's in a small town setting. It's been ongoing all summer long, and it continues right through till August 23rd. I won't mention all the different groups, but every single one of them are just great groups to listen to. And this happens rain or shine. The gates open at 5:45 p.m. Music starts at 6:30. You bring a chair or blanket to sit on if it's outside. Picnics are welcome. Wine, Devil's Purse beer, and softer drinks are for sale. And the tickets are available for all shows, $15 per person. Or if you can get a season ticket, all 7 shows, but some of them have already gone by now. Well, actually, only one has gone by because July 19th is the next one. So you can get the remaining shows for $75, and that includes 1, 2, at least 4 or 5, 6 shows. So it's a great deal anyway. And this, of course, has to go along with the Harwich Cranberry Arts and Music Festival, which Ed McManus is going to be on next week to tell us more about that. That's a big celebration here in September, and Ed really knows an awful lot about it, and he's going to be on the show next week to tell us what's going on. So, but in the meantime, Thursday evenings at the Harwich Cultural Center, stop by, you know, for $15, you can have a real nice night of entertainment.
Great place to bring the kids to run around.
There you go.
You
seem
guys
to have
say more.
you have a common thing.
I have a common theme.
Oh my goodness. Another great activity, and I was involved with this for a short time. Unfortunately, my schedule didn't permit me to continue, but there is a very active ukulele club
Yes,
going
there
on.
is. Yes, and they're good.
They are fantastic.
Yes, I know.
And Kathy Hatch is the leader of this group. A whole bunch of people that play the ukulele, and I'm telling you, they are fantastic. And Dinah sat down with Kathy to tell us all about it. So let's take a look and learn something about the Ukulele Club.
That's great. Thank you. So I am here. I'm delighted to introduce Kathy Hatch of the Cape Cod Ukulele Club. And I am also a member of the club. I have to make that clear. But she is a wonderful leader and has inspired a whole new generation, old and young, many generations of people playing ukulele here on the Cape. And so we thought it would be great to have her come in and have a chance to tell us about exactly how she got started and what her aim is in running this ukulele club.
We got started by accident. Bunch of my friends played ukulele, and we ended up on my porch in the summer and said, hey, do you want to form a group? And so that's what happened. We came up with a bunch of songs and found places to play and continue to this day. And it keeps getting bigger. We got too big for my house, so we moved over to the community center. And the more people saw us, and everybody's friend had a friend, and they said, what is this thing? And they all come and join us. So now we have Ukulele Envy every Tuesday night here at the Harwich Community Center at 7 o'clock. And we all go ooh-ah to all the fancy ukuleles that run through the door.
Well, it certainly is catching. And I would say that it's the best way to start music making is just start.
Gotta
right?
start someplace.
Yeah, and the ukulele is a fabulous instrument to start on.
Correct.
Because it really is the people's instrument, I would say. It's really something that almost anyone can learn pretty readily and be able to accompany oneself. So
Yes.
it's a really great thing. And Kathy has been just a wonderful inspiration to so many people in terms of being able to pick it up and begin to enjoy doing what she's been doing all her life. Can you tell us how long it is you've been doing this, Kathy?
I started playing guitar when I was 8. I was a mischievous child, not a big shock. But I went to my grandmother's church choir practice, and my grandmother played the auto harp, and we sang doing everything. I'm dating myself, including doing laundry with a wringer washer and hanging clothes on the line, and we'd sing. So when I got into mischief and I had to go with her to church choir practice, and the director said, I think your granddaughter has got like perfect pitch for 8. So they said, maybe music is her thing. And thank God they did that. Can you imagine how much trouble I would have been in? So
It's a great outlet for
Yes.
you as well as many other people.
Focus.
Right.
So it's a great way to live in the moment. It's a skill I think a lot of people don't have anymore, because you can't find your joy if you can't be in the moment.
Spontaneous.
So,
it's so true.
we like to have a lot of fun. We play music, and if you hit the right chords, it's fun. But if you don't, the world doesn't end, and we just have a good time together. We've been referred to as hee-haw, but with ukuleles. And after last Tuesday night, I would say that's probably true. Anybody who's most likely to get into mischief fits in our club.
So you also started a beginners group here in Harwich.
Yes.
And that is when?
The first and third Thursday afternoons at 1 o'clock here. And it's drop-in. We go from put your finger here for C to playing a couple beginner songs and sending them home with enough stuff so they could tune and fumble through. And we have, I still find it hard to believe I can say, I have a YouTube page, and all the books that the ukulele group does, one of our other friends from ukulele group, Sue, comes and records them, or I record them on my phone. And so when people miss group, they can at least catch up or play along with the songs and learn them as we go along. So we've had some of our older friends who've had medical issues, so they can play them. And my daughter, who lives in Denver, likes to find out what mom is doing lately. And so she'll play along too. So my kids are musical. My grandkids have ukuleles, and more people need to play and have fun.
It's so true, and they are. It's growing and growing as far as I can see.
I'm afraid to go in the classroom every now and then. It only holds 40, and I think we were over that this last week. Don't tell nobody.
So can you tell us a little bit about your repertoire, exactly what kinds of songs the group is playing, the larger group is playing right now?
The big group is working on a different book every month. So we have shows that we do at the end of every month at the nursing homes and at Capabilities, and in September we'll go back to the Veterans Hospital. So once a month we do a different book, and it's a different genre. We happen to be doing funny foods this month. So it started with my daughter wanted to learn American Pie, and it kind of continued through that. So it's all the funny songs that we like out of funny foods. We have an Americana set, we have a cowboy set, we have a bluegrass set, since I play the banjo, and we have plenty of banjo lalies now and again. We have
you have the John set, all songs by people named John.
Songwriters named John, yes. It started because people didn't know who John Prine was, and so I introduced John Prine. And so I'm working on 2 new sets. So we'll have a Beach Boys set coming up probably for next summer. We have a Beatles set for next month. And I'm going to have the color set. So we're going to do Somewhere Over the Rainbow to start with. So it's songs with colors in them. And what was the other one? Oh, Across America. So there's songs. We have Transportation. So I'm taking it Songs Across America, which is, you know, New York, New York, all that kind of stuff. Songs about states and cities and things like that.
So that's in addition to the transportation set that we did at the Chatham
Chatham Airport. That was a lot of fun.
Which was a fun event.
Hot but fun.
Singing over the airplanes taking off and so forth.
Yes, and hanging on to our stuff so it doesn't blow away. But we have lots of fun shows that we kind of just wing it as we go. So it's about playing music and having fun, and that good community that comes from playing music. So it doesn't matter what people's personal opinions. When we get together, we're just talking in that music language, which thank goodness is universal, because it doesn't matter whether you're young or you're old. We all get the funny songs.
It's so true. And you have just such a zest for music and for life. It's really infectious.
It's fun. Life's too short not to have fun every day.
It's true. Okay, so I know you talked about the funny foods.
Yep.
And it would be great if you would sing us a song, maybe from that set. Would
All
be
right.
good. And I could actually, if I can, I will lend a little vocal.
Background music.
Yes.
Heard it through the grapevine. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine, baby. One more time. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine, baby. I bet you're wondering how I knew about your plans to make me blue with some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know I heard it through the grapevine? Not much longer would you be mine. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine, baby. One more. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine, baby. Is that enough?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
so much
you.
for coming in. And anyone who wants to join up should get in touch with.
Me, Kathy Hatch. We do have a ukulele web page, Cape Cod Uke, UKE Club, online, www.capecodukeclub.com. And that lists all the songs we're doing, where we're going to be, and all that other stuff. Or you can leave
Check
a
into
message for me
YouTube.
here. And YouTube under Kathy Hatch. We have all sorts of kid songs, grown-up songs. I record. My niece called me last night and said, could you do the ABCs for TJ? So I do request. I do a Frozen on there because I have a granddaughter. Or you can leave a message for me here at the Harwich Community Center. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much, Kathy. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. All right, crew, we're going to do bread and butter. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. He likes bread and butter. He likes roasted jam. That's what his baby feeds him. He's her loving man. I
Kathy Hatch is such a great instructor. I wish I could have, stuck with her. And just my schedule didn't permit it. And we found out that she actually learned from Bill Flynn, who, of course, was an anchor here. I mean, and he introduced me to the ukulele as well as so many others. He got me started. Kathy sort of booted me and got me that little further on. And it's a very versatile instrument. It really is.
You used the skill the other night when our 3- and 5-year-old grandsons didn't want to go to sleep when it was time.
They would, no matter what we did, they would not go to sleep. So as a last-ditch effort, I said, all right, I will take out the ukulele. And I made up a song, Time for Sleep. I couldn't believe I did this.
They were out cold.
They went out cold. So that instrument is a great instrument, and Kathy is a great teacher. So if you can grab a lesson with her and get in her program, you really should.
And one of our grandsons thought it was a guitar, and I could not convince him that it was called a ukulele. Grandpa's really good with the guitar. I said, yes, he is good with the ukulele, isn't he? It's a ukulele. Yeah, I like his guitar.
Yeah, you couldn't convince him.
But the ukulele is a great instrument.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a fun instrument, and it brings smiles to people's faces,
So
and
nice
that's so
to see
important.
that group having so much fun, including our colleague, Dinah.
Dinah, boy, it
Yeah,
looked like
she
she was
looked like
really
she was having a great
She was
time.
having a great time, that's for sure. Well, folks, that is our show for this week. We really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us.
And please take advantage of all the various events and activities that we told you about.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
for now.
Be safe.